Let's see. Let's start this off by why are your characters in currently in Diamond Lake?
I'm here because my uncle is not the owner of one of the mines, but he's a foreman for one of the mines, and he's heard some strange stories around the city, and he sent a message to my father about it, so I have taken it upon myself to come here and investigate.
Okay. Uh, Gabrielle, how about you next? No, wait, Mike.
Do you say Mike? I'm a Bodhi Vishal, which just a wandering monk who's basically just follows the winds of chaos wherever it leads him, believing that wherever he finds himself is where he's meant to be.
Okay. Joe, how about you next?
Argent Kane sought out an oracle to find the place where he should go to deal with the biggest threat to the world, and it sent him here.
Well, that's one way to get yourself here. Finally, Kendrit, why are you here?
Just a ranger passing through and heard a few rumors, so he's sticking around town to see what happens.
Okay.
Hey Kendrick, are you going with two-weapon fighting or archery?
When I get there, it'll be two-weapon fighting.
Okay. So you all have, for one reason or another, received a letter from a unknown source, a friend, acquaintance, or just happenstance, to go to this random overseer's office, a mine overseer's office, to meet and greet.
Sounds good.
I arrive early and watch the door so I can see who else shows up.
Well, you're first, so after you would be...
I'll probably show up last.
What?
I said Bodhi.
Bodhi's second to arrive. So you just see... describe your character, because I don't know what he really looks like.
My character is half storm giant, really just half giant race. I just added the storm giant part as flavor. So, but he's 7'5", with the obese flaw, puts his weight at nearly 500 pounds.
Holy fuck.
He's, but he looks like the typical fat laughing Buddha. He's all just wearing a monk's robe, and he's just a monk with a vow of poverty, and just he's always laughing and happy. He has purple skin and blue hair and silver eyes, and yeah.
Okay. Next would be entering will be... Well...
He makes a bad impression.
I feel sorry for him.
I'll show up last.
The second would be obviously then... Ken. Ken enters.
He's 6 foot tall, black hair and green eyes, wearing padded armor. His short spear is just slung over his shoulder for now.
Okay.
Just an average looking human.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see.
Finally, Paul, you enter.
Yes, let me see. The dwarf, just regular Player's Handbook Dwarf, 4'8". Got chain shirt armor, nice looking steel shield, war axe, warhammer short sword, dark black hair, kind of like grayish looking eyes, and I'm wearing a holy symbol. I kind of come in, I look around, I see a giant. I just
You look
sigh. I sigh out loud. I don't try to hide the fact that I'm not happy about sitting in the presence of a giant. And I take my seat anyways.
Okay. I would like to point out in the journal tab there are two things I've given to the players: an objectives things that you're freely able to edit for any means you need them, and a loot one, where you can just post a loot that you either given to other players or just general stuff the players have access to.
okay.
Yeah. Did you want us to say what classes we're playing, or?
You guys can freely distribute whatever information you want between each other.
Okay. Yeah, you see my armor, weapons, and holy symbol.
I give it a few minutes, then slink in and stand in the shadows. Typical adventuring thief, dark hooded cloak, dark armor, rapier, daggers. The only thing that makes him look like an atypical rogue is he does have a small wooden shield.
Nice.
Alright then. Anybody else want to give any information about their characters?
I think I already did mine.
Alright then.
The only thing I forgot to mention is that I'm also carrying a sack of rocks, which is my one possession.
Hey, at least you have them.
Well, if that's the only thing you own, I'm hoping you hold it strategically in front of your groin. Oh, wait, you did mention robes.
Okay.
Is there somebody in the building with us, or is just the four of us show up here?
Reading the synopsis for this, the summary for this, there's no one else there for some reason.
Is there, like,
Sergeant Kane. I hold up my letter. Anybody else get one of these?
yes.
I did.
Okay.
Is there a map for this room that we're in that we could use, or
You...
other than the whiteboard?
Oh yeah, for the map, yeah, there is. Let me give me a moment, I will move you there. You are... the building yourself is... Alright, I have not edited this stuff. So I will have to... One moment, I have to figure out which one's the next area because it's been too long.
Alright.
Fuck. Ah, this one is it. That would be... Why is all my maps messed up like this? Why are you way over there? You should be at the beginning. Okay, found the first area. Page settings. I really should not have done more to able. Okay. Okay. There we go. Players should find themselves at the bottom of the area. How the fuck do you ping? There we go.
Nope.
I see the four of us right here where I'm pinging.
You don't see yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still on the whiteboard.
Yeah, we're just on the whiteboard.
Oh, sorry. I thought I moved everybody. That's why it was not working. There we go.
Yep. That looks good.
There. Okay then. that place. Natural light dimly illuminates a long hallway extending north into darkness. A faint breeze brings with it sibilant whispers that sound almost like sighing breath. It must be a trick of the wind, but the effect is almost lifelike. The walls bear horizontal bands of deceptively small geometric patterns at waist level. In places of bands reveal startling detail, but in others the walls look as though they have been hacked apart with weapons or rotted by the rigors of time. Flanks of ancient paint, brilliant purple, and a dull mustard hue still cling to the walls in places, hinting at what must have been a riot of color. A thin coat of dust coats the floor. Just inside the darkened tomb, the hallway branches into shallow alcoves to the east and west. Here the walls bear the most significant damage. Dozens of clumsy etchings mar the beautiful ancient masonry like graffiti on a city. That's it. A clump of soiled cloth about the size of a halfling rests in the rounded terminus of the western alcove. Outside the wind picks up, and chorus of almost human sounds rises from the darkened hall. You are in the Whispering Cavern, place that was found out like what? I think it was 70 years ago. It's just an ancient tomb that's been sitting here.
Oh, he said this message asks to meet him at an empty tomb.
As far as anybody is aware, this is supposed to be like some kind of graveyard tomb.
Okay.
I'll enter the tomb.
Will follow as soon as I can figure out how to move my guy.
Dragon pull over him. Your cursor over him, and it should, or just click on him. You should. Okay, I think I know what the wrong point is. Which one? Yeah, you should be him. Rembrandt's character. I don't think you have control of him, that's why. Save changes.
Give me more self-control.
Here he's moving.
Okay.
I make sure the giant walks in front of me so I can keep my eyes on him. So we were in an off.
He'll try to give you a wink.
Sorry, my mind's a little bit off today, so I'm not at
Just today?
just today.
What up, Paul?
Okay, so we went. Okay, so we went to the mine manager's office, and then he sent us here.
Sure. Let's go down here. Look both ways. See what's over there.
Okay.
Sammy, I am going to activate.
What's all this then?
Rubble. A collapsed part of the tomb.
I'm going to investigate and see if I can find any nice rocks to add to my collection.
I believe the rocks would be marble.
Okay.
So yeah, you find plenty of nice rocks. Oh yeah. You find 0 nice rocks. How?
I keep moving forward towards that dark area.
Let's see. Just okay. The western hall extends perhaps 40 feet, ending in a small marble platform raised about 6 inches off the ground. A strange, shattered, arcane apparatus rests upon this platform, its curved, ocular frame giving the appearance of a noble's dressing mirror. Only a third of this frame remains. An unusual arcane glyph about the size of a man's head has been delicately carved into the base plate of the support platform.
Is that on the 2?
Yeah.
My note, Sammy.
What?
I'm casting Detect Magic as I'm walking along and I'm looking side to side.
I'm going to roll a couple of knowledge checks to see if they turn up anything useful. And if not, then never mind.
Okay. Okay. 24 and 18 for Knowledge Arcana.
I'm going to do 2 checks myself. I'm going to
The
do...
glyphs represent names, each referring to a single individual. The glyph on the arcane apparatus probably represents the seal of the most important or high-ranking glyph. That's what your knowledge gives you.
Okay.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 2 checks. I'm going to do a knowledge history check.
Okay.
And get a 10.
Knowledge history for what? The
The
apparatus?
place, the place itself that we're in.
Knowledge history 10. It's an old... I forget what they give us about it. It's... not much information exists about this other than that people have entered, pilgrimaged, and disappeared here before. But otherwise, not much is known about this place.
Alright, the other thing I'm going to try, it's called lore, but it's the exact same thing as bardic knowledge. And I think that's D20 plus my cleric level. Yeah, D20 plus cleric level plus intelligence modifier. So I got a 17 with bardic knowledge.
What are you using this knowledge for?
See if there's anything more specific. I know, because bardic knowledge is more of like a better version of a knowledge skill, isn't it?
It's like the legendary knowledge. Knowledge you would know from knowing obscure stories or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you might actually have heard the story of the last time this place was occupied by people.
Okay. Yeah.
The glyphs upon the apparatus, they seem to be of the original language of Oran, the elemental language of air.
And that's where number 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Mike, that's you right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over here so I can keep you in my line of sight. And I'm going to cast Read Magic and see if that helps. I don't speak Oran, but I'm going to see if that helps me just decipher anything at all. Like if it's magical writing, I'll get it. If it's just mundane, it's basically just been carved in there, then it's not going to work.
What did you say that with my 24 Arcana I could decipher it?
Yes, you do know what that is. The symbols signify transportation, like teleportation magic, effectively. But it seems to be damaged and unusable in its current state.
Okay.
Yup.
I'm gonna recast Detect Magic
Or now.
and see if I can get the exact spell in place. No, it's teleportation magic, so never mind. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I think I need spellcraft for that. But it's, I mean, it has a magic aura. It's just very faint, you said?
Dim, yeah.
Dim, okay.
You also found on the ground and surrounding the apparatus, you would find shards of black glass, unidentified shiny black substance that feels like stone and is slightly cold to the touch.
I'll focus detect magic on those, see if they give off an aura.
No.
I think what knowledge check would be for these.
Oh. Seems like Joe is heading off to the north.
Yeah, my character muttered bored now and just wandered off.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay.
You get
Going north.
those shards are the black shards are worth 20 gold.
I'm gonna hold on to those. Those might be important later.
Okay.
How many shards were there?
Altogether they equal 20 gold.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. As you start heading forward, you actually come across a few different things of note. One, you start hearing howling to this side as 3 wolves appear from this pathway. Just let me give me a moment to pull them up.
Is anyone in the party a druid?
I am not now.
For a ranger?
A ranger, I've got. No, I don't. I thought I had animal empathy, but I don't.
You do. You got it level 1. If you're just a regular ranger.
Okay. It's a charisma check.
Yeah, it's D20 plus your ranger level plus your charisma modifier.
$13.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what that means.
It's
Trying to
basically
do wild empathy?
it's diplomacy, but it's with animals instead of people. So you would just look on the diplomacy chart and see what a 13 gets lets them do.
Alright, then give me a moment to pull up the diplomacy chart.
It would go off their starting attitude from there.
Diplomacy 13. I'm pretty sure they start off as hostile, which means that I think doesn't. Yeah, I think that means nothing to them.
All right.
Especially since it's pretty much combat already.
Although these wolves are weird. Okay, then. Roll initiative. Initiative.
I keep coming up with errors when I try to do this.
Can't help you. The front one of the three wolves is actually slightly, if I'm not mistaken, slightly better looking.
What if you're just not really attracted to wolves in general, like at all?
Then you blow them the fuck up and just walk on.
I'm gonna try reloading the page. I can't. It's not letting me roll initiative. Can you put an initiative macro in the game?
There's one at the top left corner. Like
Yeah, I
usual.
added that, but it's not working. I copied and pasted it from another one of my games. But Sammy, I put it in the Discord. If you copy and paste that into the macros, it's supposed to work. I don't know why it's not working, because it works in my other game.
You're the top few guy with the staff, right?
Yeah.
It says you got a 22.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not in the game chat, but it is in the throne order.
Do you see it?
Yeah, no, I see it. I just don't know where the roll is, and I don't know if it's going to work in the future.
I'll cross the bridge when we come to it.
I think I updated it. Or that might be a different thing.
Well, I'll delete the one that I made, just to get rid of it, so there's no confusion, because it didn't work.
Did that work?
Did what work?
I clicked your character, clicked the turn thing, and gave me a 7 for initiative.
Oh, I prefer the 22.
I'll give you the 22. You rolled a nat 20 though. I don't know how. Either
Neither
way.
do I.
Okay. So you are currently first.
Groovy. Where are the wolves?
To the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello, doggies. I'm gonna walk over here to like right there, and just calmly make conversation with them in the form of a handle animal check to kind of ease the tension and just make friends. As soon as I get to my skill page here. There it is. Wow. What do you think of that?
They're on your side.
That works, I think. Turns them from hostile to unfriendly, if I'm reading this right, for the DCs.
Yeah, and I'll just turn over my shoulder and say to everyone else, hey, they're just kind of scared. They live here. We're intruding. Let's just move along. We'll leave them alone, and we'll just go down the hall here, and they'll be fine. Right, guys? And I'll turn back to the wolves and be like, it's
Okay.
all good.
The front wolf looks fine and looks well fed, but the back wolves actually look thinner than they should be and look hungry.
Hmm.
Also, the big one has scars.
Do I know that there's like poor hunting in the surrounding region for them? Is there an obvious reason why they wouldn't be able to find their own food naturally?
You can roll a knowledge, I believe, local check. I believe the skill is.
Local or nature, perhaps?
Yeah. It'd probably be the lack of food in the general area is what your guess would probably be.
Well,
That-
yeah, obviously, but what I mean is, what is the cause of the lack of food in the immediate area, as opposed to normal conditions where they have plenty of food.
You're not sure. Likely in a change in hunting grounds, maybe.
Okay.
They've actually just turned not hostile, but they do not like you being near them. If you
Okay.
wish, you could turn this into just turn them into friends and just leave them be.
Well, isn't there something we need to investigate over at Area 6 there?
There is something there. Let me read off.
I'll let everyone else investigate that while I just stay here and keep the wolves cool and let them just kind of do their thing and tell them to hurry.
To the west, 3 short stairs lead to a wide marble dais, but the far end of the wing is obscured by darkness.
It's a good thing I have dark vision.
An eerie glow.
My turn.
Just ignore this. Since they're not doing anything, and the wolves just go back into their den.
Okay.
I'm going to reactivate detect magic as I come over here and investigate.
Let us see. The wide dais spanning the back half of the western wing calls attention to a faded fresco upon the southwest and north walls. From the vantage point at the center of the dais, the wall painting makes it look like you stand within a massive room with 7 short hallways radiating outward from Wait, is that the real... Yeah, it is. That's the synopsis. What the fuck? 7 short hallways radiating outward from a central point. The chain dangles from the ceiling at the end of each hallway, and each chain bears a glowing colored lantern. Clockwise colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet.
Hey, I just noticed the time. I got to run and pick up my kids from a thing, but I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm sorry. It's came up last minute.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
You're having fun with the wolves.
Detect any magic over here?
I'll be back in like 30 minutes, maybe 40 at the most.
Alright.
Okay. I really did not prepare enough for today. No, you don't detect any magic in this area.
17, search check for traps, levers, secret doors, whatever's up there.
Nothing. I'll point out the, how do you do that? Fuck it. How do you do that?
What?
I remember how to do this, like you could point. Oh, fuck, that's not it.
You mean like this?
Yes.
Oh, you click on the underneath the magnifying glass icon. You just click on click on that. And you go into a square, left click, and just put an arrow like this. Unless is that what you're referring to?
What? Under the...
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't figure it out.
You were just doing it.
Oh,
There
this.
you go. Yeah.
Okay, there is a pathway right here. To the north.
Right. Yeah, when Joe's done investigating, that's where we're gonna go. My character's gonna hope and pray that the wolves eat him. That the wolves eat Mike's character.
Oh, God.
Like in an old fucking tomb with a giant.
Okay.
Head over to here.
Okay. The map, for whatever reason, just shunts the players a bit north.
Okay.
Alright then, let's see about reviewing this area. Okay, you open up into a giant room. Let me just give me a moment. A wide stairway descends into an immense domed chamber. 7 short tunnels branch from the room in all directions, extending some 30 feet before ending in rounded walls. At the terminus of each passage, a thick chain dangling from an unseen high ceiling. 5 of the chains bear colorful lanterns, but 2 hold nothing at all. Opposite this entry stairs a bright green lantern containing what looks like a torch casts a weird murky light around the room. Countless chips of glassy and shiny metal inset into the chamber's dome ceiling reflect this light, giving the immersion of starlight and falling snow. The dome starts about 10 feet off the ground and reaches an apex about 30 feet over the center of the room. Below the dome's peak, a large dais holds what appears to be a marble sarcophagus. A murky white bas-relief figure, perhaps of a human, rests passively upon the sarcophagus lid. Unlike the rest of the tomb, this room is completely silent.
I'm gonna go up to here. Take a look at the relief symbol. I'm gonna do a knowledge religion and a bardic knowledge. Alright, knowledge religion was a 12. Bardic knowledge was only a 7. Or no. Wait then. No, it was an 8, excuse me.
8 bardic knowledge?
8 bardic knowledge and 12 knowledge religion.
Nothing.
And you said only 5 of these hallways have lanterns in them?
Yep.
Which 2 are missing?
There is... There's an arrow pointing in the room, if I'm reading this right, up in the chamber.
Yeah, it's the sarcophagus is built into like a large arrow shape.
I'm just trying to read where the direction of this thing actually points. I freaking can't find it. Oh well, I'm just gonna go with where I last put it and just hope it works.
Okay.
I can figure out how to get that layer. That's it. There. Let's go with that one.
So it's pointing towards the red hallway?
Yep.
Okay. Which hallways do not have lamps in them?
Red is empty. And that is the only one so far. It seems to be missing one, even though there's supposed to be 2.
Okay.
For the red
Okay,
hallway.
Indigo. Indigo's the second one.
Okay. The red and indigo don't have.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna go down. Wasn't this pointing to the red? I'm actually gonna start moving down there. Detect magic. And scan around the place.
Wait a minute.
Hey, rogue guy, would you mind checking for traps or anything down here, please?
I had thought about it, but two of you seem so eager to go down there.
That's why I'm
Sure
stopping
thing, Holy
there.
Roller.
What's that?
Sure thing, Holy Roller.
Thank you.
Okay. You do find something at the end of the tunnel. You find a 5-foot diameter carved circle into the floor, directly below where the hanging lantern would be.
Anything
Do you-
special about it, or is it just a circle?
Nothing that you could find of noteworthiness about it.
Like
Boring.
it's just a circle in the ground, or is it like an area that's raised above the rest of the ground?
No, it just seems to be like a marking.
Okay.
So there's a light shining from the sarcophagus in the middle down to the red corridor?
No, it's not a light. The way it is that the sarcophagus is actually like in the center of an actual arrow, like a stone-looking arrow. And right now the arrowhead is pointing to the red hallway.
Okay, well I had a 12 to search the sarcophagus and arrow thing as a way of turning it.
Oh, the arrow just represent where it's pointing.
Yeah. He's looking to see if he can turn it, though.
Turn it. If you're strong enough, you theoretically could.
Hey, I think this thing may turn.
I will come over there and try to assist you.
Me too.
I'll do it. Yeah, it's just the strength check. Wow, I got a 22 on a strength check.
That's it, Pillsbury. Join us. Kelp push.
What? What was the strength check?
I got a 22.
Okay. Earned. It now points to orange. I'm assuming you push
Okay.
it that way. Do you continue to push it? Or stop at orange?
And we can stop at orange. Might as well check each color one at a time, unless there's any objections.
Makes sense.
I will just head over here and attack magic focus again.
You find the same round 5 diameter circle carved into the floor below the orange lantern.
Anything different about it since it has a lantern over it?
Nothing that you can identify.
Is there like any loose rocks around here?
No, the place seems to be oddly...
Clean?
Yeah, let's go with that. Or at least non-degraded or damaged.
Did we hear any noises when we moved the sarcophagus other than the sarcophagus itself moving? Like any distant rumbling or shaking of any kind?
No, none that you notice.
Interesting. Okay, I
Stand
guess.
on a circle.
Go ahead.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, worth a shot.
Yeah. I guess we'll push it towards the. Is that the yellow? Yeah, it's the yellow one.
Whoop. A great rumbling can be heard from below the chamber.
Oh boy.
As the circular stone at the end of the tunnel rises 8 feet into the air, pushed up by a 5-foot diameter metal cylinder that seems to arise with the ground itself. Seconds after it comes to a rest, 2 thin doors slide into the sides of the cylinder, revealing a small, empty chamber.
I'm not going to enter the chamber. As my detect magic is 60 feet, but I will get close enough to actually just look inside without actually getting inside. Do I see anything in there?
Fuck, I do not know what this would be detected as, so I'm just going to tell you it's an elevator.
Okay.
A magic elevator that can fit 1 medium creature at a time.
Okay. Is there anything in there?
It's completely empty.
Huh.
Baruka's going to have a hard time fitting in there.
Who is?
Baruka.
Bodhi? Bodhi?
Oh, is that his name?
Bodhi's his
Nobody
name.
else introduced their characters, so I just assigned you names.
Oh. Oh, I thought I said my character. No, my. Okay. Sorry. My character's name is Ednar.
Okay.
Oh, I have it different than what's on my token, though.
Hey, Pillsbury, did you want to introduce yourself? Over
What's
at
that?
Kendrick.
Oh my god. The fighter ranger is Rafe.
Well, I guess I'm going to try this elevator.
You just
Is there
walk.
control inside, or do I just step inside and it starts going?
The moment you step inside, the door slams shut.
Well, hold on. Just say before that, when he says he wants to get in there, I'm gonna say, I think maybe we should take precautions. Like maybe this place is pretty old. I'm worried if you get in there, any kind of weight might just crumble it. I have some rope you can hold on to just in case. And that way we can try to keep you from just falling down. Or you can just take your chances. It's entirely up to you.
All right, I'll take a hold of a piece of rope before I step in.
All right. Yeah, I get up my hempen rope, and I will. Just hold on to one end and give him the other. And actually, Rafe, if you wouldn't mind helping me hold on to the rope, so we can both support him.
On there with you.
All right.
Okay. So you step inside with the rope, and the doors immediately slam shut, cutting the rope, and you start to be lowered into the ground. The lid slides into place, and it looks like there was barely indication that the elevator existed.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry, you lost like a foot or so of rope.
Oh, that's fine. So now I have 99 instead of 100.
Yeah. Let's see. That will be Joe. You just continue down for a while until eventually the elevator stops and it opens up again. You see a new room.
I cautiously move out, moving silently and hiding in shadows.
Okay. There we go. That's the room. Now where's the freaking synopsis? The walls here are covered in bas relief images similar to the slender figure upon the sarcophagus lid in the chamber above. Nearly a dozen anonymous, hairless humanoids stand in poses of defiance, almost as if they were paying homage to the viewer. Many extend their hands in adoration. Adoration. Their faces awash in illusion. I'm not even gonna freaking know what that is. Several of the statues lack hands, arms, heads, or anything else easily hacked off by long, absent tomb robbers. About 15 feet to the south, a dark passage leads from the elaborately carved arch. Only a little of this hallway is visible, however, as a large stone block obscures most of the passage. Also, the elevator goes back up.
I'll spend my time waiting for the rest of them to join me searching for secret doors.
I'm like, the thing comes up, it opens up, and he's gone. I'm like, what the hell?
Nothing but a 1 foot length of rope.
Oh,
One of
yeah,
us goes next.
I will.
So you're gonna go down there too?
Yeah. With my axe and shield out, because I'm expecting to have to kill something that just killed my associate here.
Okay. You just go in the elevator and it just slunts you down.
Okay. And basically, I just kind of come out, and then there's Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I thought you were dead or something.
Would have sent up a note, but I don't have anything to write with.
When it comes back up, I get inside and take a ride.
Okay. There you go. Let us see now.
Did I find any mechanism to bring the elevator back down so we can get out?
Yes, right next to it you would see a little, what amount to a button that you can assume that brings the elevator back down.
I try writing on the inside of the elevator with a chalk.
Within one round it goes back up.
Alright.
Okay, you do see a what amounts to a 10-foot wide by 2 feet deep by 8 feet tall stone block, which nearly seals off the passage to the south. Even though that's not south according to the map. That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's fine.
What the fuck ever.
So, you're talking about this thing here?
Yeah, that's a giant stone block that's just blocking the passage.
Okay. So basically, it's a 10-foot area beyond it, but 20 feet in here. I guess we're just gonna have to. Well, we can't push it back into this room because we can't get in front of it. So I'm saying we're gonna have to get back here and push it then.
Push it to the side?
Is it one of those situations saying where like half the cube is in the gap, or does it look like we can just move the whole thing to the side in the room we're in? Bueller?
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the stuff about
Oh.
the slab.
Oh.
You could move it.
Like just to the side in the same room we're in?
The book says you could move it towards the elevator. But
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that then.
Yeah. A successful strength check is needed, otherwise it will not budge.
Oh, I got a 4 that time. I slipped.
Don't worry, you got 2 other allies who potentially could do it.
It's not like we're in a time crunch.
No. But I'm going to ask you right now, Can anybody, if you made a natural 20, make a DC 25 strength check?
No. With a nat 20, I get a 23. But that's why my strength is 3. What do you guys have for strength?
And
Modifier's 3.
Okay, so yours is 0. Okay, so I guess Kendrick, he and I will assist you.
Up to 4 characters working together can topple it to the north with a successful DC 25 strength check.
Okay.
That's a pretty high DC for this level.
Yeah. Well, Joe and I are gonna roll strength checks to aid him. Or aid another checks, I should say.
Okay.
I got a 13, so that gives you a +2. There we go. That's a 20. That's a 26 then.
Okay. So with a heave, a hoe, and a very much like exerting yourselves completely, you manage to topple it to the north, and out of your path. At the same time, you hear a click. A noxious green gas fills the room.
Outstanding. I'm gonna stay out of the hallway and hopefully the gas doesn't come back here.
DC 13 Fortitude save.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's right. You guys got XP for defeating the wolf.
failed.
14. Actually 16 because of my dwarf racial.
Got a 10 on the fortitude check.
10 on the fortitude. Okay, let's see. What was it? Paul, you got 14.
16.
16. Ken, you got 10. Joe, you got a what?
Failed.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Paul, you're the only one unaffected by this. And since you failed, you take one strength. You take one strength penalty. One temporary strength damage, I guess it is. Is that how that works?
Yeah, if it's just strength damage, it's temporary.
Says one strength.
Yeah. It's not drain, it's just damage. It probably says how long it's damaged for.
It does not.
No. Then it must be something where they can just sleep it off.
I'm assuming just a long rest or just enough period and it will go away.
Yeah.
Essence of Oil Cloud, that's what it is, so... Also, from the wolves, you got that XP.
Okay. Fucking poison.
I look for the source of the trap.
You
I
see a
start cursing in Dwarvish and I spit on the ground.
you see a pressure plate where the stone block was.
Right, but where did the gas come from?
Hidden valves.
I guess I'll check the corridor and start searching for traps as we advance.
Okay.
cloud dissipate, or does it hang there?
It does not last.
Patrick, do you want to go second, or do you want to go
Okay.
last? What's that?
I'll move in.
Okay. Watch your backs then.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to need a bit of a thing about it. It says DC 13 Fortitude save resist. It says 1 strength damage / 1d6 strength.
Right. So if we fail, we take a D6.
Ah.
Holy shit.
There's damage for everybody. Everybody takes 1.
Even if you pass?
It says 1/d6. So I guess it's the 1 if you pass, D6 is if you fail. And everybody...
Huh.
A very odd way to do this. I'm going to have to read up on how you do some of this stuff for next week.
That fucking sucks. Okay.
Nothing can be done about it.
I checked the 20-foot square. I think I could search with the search check in front of me, and if I don't find anything, I advance.
Curious carvings that seem to represent a stirring tempest cover the walls of this 10-foot wide passage. Each at 10-foot intervals, a small alcoves flank the passage, and each alcove contains an anonymous humanoid figure with cupped hands. The figures stand roughly 7 feet tall. The faint wind seems to play within the passage, but it's difficult to tell where it's coming from. Okay, so you guys wish to do anything?
Yeah, we'll
s-
just
Search check in front of me. If I don't find anything, I move forward.
Okay. So far have found nothing. Okay, first check found nothing.
And a third check.
Okay. Actually, as you're passing the second alcove, something happens. You, yeah, I guess that would happen. You.
well, I'm gonna be here.
If it's a surprise attack, does it get advantage? No, that's not advantage. Does it get something? I forget what the rules are.
He's flat-footed, unless he has something that makes him not flat-footed.
Right.
Yeah, there's no advantage in 3-5.
Yeah. I'm getting it all jumbled up. So
It doesn't matter if I'm flat-footed or alert. 7 doesn't hit a base of 10. So
yeah, around one of the statues, a little bit of stringy eye thing just starts poking out and shot a ray at you, missing. He does trigger initiative though.
All right. What kind of knowledge check is it to identify this creature?
engineering.
Would it?
It's an aberration.
Yes, it is.
Okay, then you have engineering. I got an 8 for my dungeoneering, so I provide no useful information.
Okay. What happened to Ken?
Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it says he's.
Not even on Discord.
It says he's in the game.
Not for me.
Well, I went to the. Yeah, it's weird. Like I went to the main page and logged back in, and it said he's there.
Do you think he just didn't like the game?
Or his computer crashed.
Could be.
Yeah, he's still. Yeah, he didn't leave the server.
Yeah, back.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, he hasn't left the server or the game, so maybe the computer issue.
What did I miss?
We found an elevator in the yellow hallway. We all went down it. I'm assuming you followed us down there.
Yeah.
You bring with you actually a glowing lantern.
Who does?
You.
I do?
Yes. You found it with the wolves.
Oh, yeah, they were very snuggly. They were doing that thing where they're like rolling over and like kicking their leg up in the air, showing their belly. They really wanted me to rub their belly, and we ended up snuggling for a while. It was a whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, his Discord's restarting out. He says.
You found a bag
I'm
which
back now.
Yeah.
Hello.
An indigo lantern with metal insets with indigo glass planes.
Yeah, check this out, you guys. It's almost the same color as me.
Well, roll initiative, Mike, if you haven't already.
What's going on?
We just got attacked by some ice stalks,
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
and I rolled my check to identify it. It failed.
Damn it. Still not working for initiative.
Okay. Also, you found an armband worth 75 gold pieces.
That's
Can
you,
you
Tim.
just, Sammy, can you please right click my token and add it to the initiative order, and I'll just roll initiative here. So, 10 initiative. We'll sort out what the hell's going on later.
Okay. Here we go. First off is the lurking strangler thing. Oh my god. Where the fuck is his, Let's see now. Nope. It's just gonna shoot the big dwarf.
Son of a bitch.
It fails.
Oh, nice. Love when that happens.
Okay, that's its turn. It just stays near the ceiling.
Oh, damn, we can. Okay.
It's
How high is the ceiling in here?
it should be about 10 feet up.
Yeah, this campaign's gonna be very interesting with absolutely no ranged attacks and no arcane, no real good spell damage.
I could throw rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Rocks are dangerous, I'll have you know. So, Joe, what are you gonna do?
Okay, it sounds like it's too high up for me to reach.
Not with melee. Unless you have a 10-foot reach.
Okay, I will drop my shield, quick draw 2 daggers, and throw them at him.
Okay. The first one hits.
1 point of damage.
Damage is damage. It's something. Okay, Mike, you're next.
Alrighty. Well, So I'm just coming in and seeing some tentacles. And what is this right in front of me? Is that just a step down, or?
It was
No,
actually.
Go ahead, Sammy.
I was just gonna leave it to you when you started.
Oh, it was just a stone block that we moved, and that activated a poison or a gas that did a little bit of strength damage.
All right, just wondering. Let's see. Move up to there. What is this thing that we're looking at? Something with some kind of massive tentacles?
It's an aberration to identify it.
A 3-foot long strand of threaded muscle attached to 2 floating eyeballs.
And it's attacking, you say?
It shoots beams of eyes. Eye beams.
How high up is it?
It's at as high as it can go at 10 feet.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm 7'5", so I mean, my reach I should be able to grab it with a 5-foot reach. So I'm going to make unarmed strike. I have a feat called Scorpion's Grasp, which basically functions the same as improved grab as a feat, where I can, if I make a successful unarmed melee attack, I can then make a grapple check. So I'm going to run up and grab it, or I'll punch it and grab it.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
I was just filling out the survey here.
I'm assuming you just did 6 damage to this fucker as you're grabbing it.
Yeah, it's non-lethal damage, though. And then I'll follow that up with a grapple check.
Okay, let's see. What is its grapple check?
Is it a nat 20?
It didn't. I don't do nat 20s for skills.
It's not a skill.
Grapple is a combat skill. It's
Oh,
It's a
right.
skill check. Yeah.
an attack action to make a grapple check.
Okay. I'll just roll nat 20 because its bonus is not high enough to match that. No, it's definitely not It's definitely not fighting back. Yeah, it's
All right. Well, then I did 6 points of non-lethal damage and grabbed it
okay.
with a grapple check. And then with a successful grapple check, I think I automatically do unarmed damage once again, right?
I don't know, how does it work?
I'm pretty sure it does. So another 9 points of damage once I grab him.
Okay, so as you're grabbing it and just dangling it in front of you, it goes limp.
Okay. I'm done.
So you walk into the room, just see the thing, grab it, and just knock it unconscious.
That works.
One way to beat up a guy.
Excuse me. Mike, we each got.
That was a guy? It just looked like a thing.
It looked like a freak. That's what we're going to do it for. It was an it.
All right.
Mike, we also got.
This is disembodied voice we're talking to. What did you say, Paul?
We each got 225 XP while you were gone.
Groovy.
150 from that thing.
Oh, that's,
375?
yeah, we're at 375 then.
Okay.
So, are you just gonna keep that with you?
When I realize that it's gone limp, I'll just kind of put it back where it was. Was it like flying or something? Or
Yeah, it was flying.
okay. I'll set it on the ground and walk away slowly.
Okay, so now you just leave this lurking strangler just laying on the ground, unconscious.
Yes. Well, it's no longer lurking, now it's sleeping. It's a sleeping strangler. And the sleeping strangler strangles no one.
Okay.
I'm going to take my war axe and just chop into it to make sure it's dead.
Well, that went from an unconscious thing to a dead thing.
That works.
Oh
No
well.
point in letting it wake up and come after us again.
Bye bye, mister.
At 22 to search the next section.
You still find nothing.
Hey, giant guy, you should probably let the tiefling scout ahead.
A dull gray stone pillar reaches from the floor to the ceiling in this large chamber. Halls extend to the east and west.
Okay. How high does the pillar go?
Ceiling. It's a central thing right here.
I think that means we're in room 1.
This wide chamber, this one right here,
Yeah.
must once have been the living quarters of an important figure. A large stone slab that suggests the shape of a bed rests against the east wall, under a huge bas relief of a robust, long-nosed, bald humanoid figure with outstretched hands. The figure wears a lovingly sculpted, wind-tossed robe that gives him the appearance of a triumphant god. A glyph that looks like a stylized arrow marks an amulet worn around the figure's neck. Wardrobes and dressers seemingly carved from the stone walls look to have been ransacked a long time ago.
Does this look like the arrow that was in the main room above?
No.
Okay. Was the arrow pointing at something specific or no?
Oh, it's on an amulet around the figure's neck.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as I walk in. Focus first on the amulet.
The glyph is on the amulet is Nodruk's personal symbol. Also,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, and a small bit of air is floating from the ground as you walk in the room, keeping you more or less floating in the air.
Is that creating any kind of magical effect? Is that
No, wait, the bed is the one that has that. I misread that wrong. The bed over here actually has a bit of wind, acting like a mattress, I guess.
okay? So I detect magic from the bed.
The mattress of farts.
Fart mattress.
Legendary artifact.
That's right, ladies. Here's the bed. That's where the magic happens.
Yes.
That's a good
Okay, so
one.
The bed radiates magic. How about the amulet itself?
It does not.
Hey, Rogue, do you mind searching this area? I hate to take this amulet off, and it springs a trap on us.
I think it's just carved into the wall.
I'll search.
Oh,
I'll take-
I thought it was a statue that had a necklace on it. I didn't. Okay, I
It's a
misunderstood.
bias relief, though, where the statues, like the front half of the statues carved in the wall.
Okay.
I'll
I
take
got
4 minutes to search the whole room, looking for anything past looters missed.
Nothing. You find nothing but old dust, crumbs, and what amounts to just that, dust. And more dust. Unfortunately.
Continue around the anvil room, or the pillar room. I think that's a door down there.
Yes.
What's the spillage here?
that's
That's
something.
go on.
It looks like some mud. What's the dealio? Is it pudding? Please tell me it's pudding.
It's an orange sludge.
Damn it.
I'm gonna roll knowledge engineering for that.
I wanted pudding.
There we go. That's a dungeoneering check. That's a 23 to identify what that is.
It is a okay. I'm let's see. I am reading the wrong spot. What's with all these checks that are coming around?
Just to see what I know.
It is a nutrient, fuck, what does it say about this thing?
I
Apparently,
don't know.
you can burn it with fire, and if you stay near it, it gets cold. You deal cold damage.
It deals cold damage to us if we stand near it.
Yes. Seems to be
Okay.
infested with brown mold.
Okay. I'm going to get out my flint and steel. I use a twig to put something on fire. Then I'm just gonna toss it in there and hopefully it just starts burning it away.
Okay. It doesn't take long before it's just gone.
Cool. When it's gone, I'm gonna take a look and see what's in this area, like this 10-foot area here.
The thing is, it does not give me accurate directions because it's just telling me like this side, this side, this side. It's just wearing on my sense of directions for this map. Okay.
I'm gonna grab a drink then.
Okay. Where the freak is this? Okay, but there is apparently 15 servings can be harvested from a basin for 15 days of food.
I think that's the rounded part at the bottom of the eye.
No, that is a dry fountain.
Okay.
And let's see. My head hurts just reading through this. East bears that extends from the floor to the ceiling. Okay, so over here, if I'm reading this right, is meant to be like a little storage closet thing?
It might be. Yeah, it might just be a storage room.
Apparently
We're
we're
talking about down where Joe is.
right there.
Okay. So that's just storage area?
Seems there are like some old tools that seem to be there.
I'm gonna look for a crowbar.
Roll a search check.
That's just what, intelligence check? Yeah. Damn, I got a regular 20 with that.
I said
No,
search.
excuse me, 19. Yeah, 19. Well, it's an intelligence because I don't have any ranks in it. So
Okay.
it's just intelligence bonus. That's what I meant. I got a 19.
Okay, you find a little bit of a hidden catch.
Okay.
And do you trigger it?
Am I detecting magic coming from it?
Nope.
Eh, what the hell? I'm convinced it's just an old storage thing. So yeah, I will open it with my left hand.
Okay. It rises to the ceiling and reveals a human skeleton that was crushed.
Holy shit! I was just looking for some tools.
He has +1 chainmail.
Really? I'll ask the group. I don't hide the fact that I'm not asking the giant, but like, you guys don't mind if I take this magic armor, do you?
I don't care.
I'll go for it.
You said it's chain shirt or chain mail?
Chainmail.
Okay. So
Yeah, so if you don't send it to 10 other people in the next 10 days, you're going to have bad luck.
yeah, pretty much.
Not
So
me.
that's good.
Send it to me, I'll burn it.
You're not going to clean it or anything first?
What's that?
You're not going to clean it or anything first? Just right off the dead guy onto you?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay.
What's the bonus?
This synopsis, the thing I'm reading for this thing, just does not make sense to me, so I'm just going to move on.
Holy shit, that's There you go ahead.
Okay, so the final area, this area over here, is the ceiling of this large chamber glows with what looks like natural sunlight, illuminating a series of work tables, vices, spinning wheels, and blocks of unfinished marble that identify the room as a sculptor's workshop. A huge, unfinished statue of an imposing, bare-chested warrior wielding a staff-like rod in his left hand dominates the north wall. The hairless figure looks similar to the bas-relief of on the sarcophagus upstairs, but is clearly meant to be a different person. A short red metal pedestal against the south wall displays what appears to be a jet-black stone egg the size of a small boulder. A gold glyph, an elliptical triangle with short hash marks through each leg, mark the face of the egg.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and focus it on that egg for the full 3 rounds to get the maximum effect.
You can detect daylight coming from the ceiling.
Daylight spell coming from the ceiling.
Yep.
What's it? Is it coming out? Like, what's the source of it? Like a stone or something else?
It just seems to be like a part of the stone, or just floating up right above the stone.
Okay. I don't remember if they like has to be cast on something specific or not.
You get nothing from the egg, as far as I'm aware.
Rogue friend, do you mind, or Urgent Kane, do you mind checking that out, please?
I do a search check on the egg and the table and everything.
What's the search check? You find nothing on the egg.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna keep looking around to try to find the source of the daylight spell.
I think it's just built into the room.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Pretty cool, though.
Magic architecture.
Although, yeah, a hollow spell I think would do it too.
This egg seems safe. I'll pick it up and shake it.
You're gonna interact with the egg?
Yeah, I'll poke it with a stick.
Okay.
Kind of-
It starts to rumble and shake before it starts to break apart and then reform into something else.
What kind of egg is this?
Shape-changing egg.
Yes.
An egg to become what, though?
As soon as I figure out where I put that freaking thing. Ah, here we go. It becomes that. A small little earth elemental.
Oh, I will do knowledge planes.
Does anybody speak Terran?
No, I do not.
Mm.
Even though it's one of my racial languages.
Nope.
No.
Okay, it speaks to you in Terran before it takes on a very hostile stance.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a knowledge planes check. There we go. It's a 17 planes check.
It makes hostile actions at the players.
Well, specifically what I'm looking for is if it has any kind of damage reduction or not. And what does it might get? The DC's 10 plus its hit die, correct?
Yep.
No,
Plus, no, 10 plus its challenge rating. Well, I think it is.
I thought it was 10 plus hit die.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you get?
I got a 17.
It's more than enough.
Okay, yeah, the specific thing I'm looking for is damage reduction.
You do not know of any it has. Or if it does have any, I have not written it down, which I'm going with the no.
Okay, works for me. We missing from the initiative. Oh, Kendrick, you're not. Or no, you are. Never mind. Sorry.
Mike isn't. Mike, what's your initiative?
Yeah. 5.
Okay. So, Paul, you're first.
I get out my warhammer because I'm dealing with a rock-like creature, and it's best to just bash it in. 5, 10. So I go to right here with my warhammer. I try to just crack its head open. Oh, with a nat 1. Then I got a regular 20, so I do not. I mean, I'm not sure how you're handling failures.
What's the normal one for nat? What's the normal thing for nat ones?
What is it, Mike? You roll again, and if you roll nat 1 again, something bad happens.
Normally, you mean by the book, nothing. It's just an automatic miss.
Okay.
If you want to use the fumble rule, then you can have the roll to confirm, in which case something bad could happen. It provokes an attack of opportunity from the one you were attacking, unless they're flat-footed.
I'm just gonna go with nothing happens for now.
Okay, so I miss.
Okay, that's your turn.
And that one is fucking embarrassing.
Okay, Ken, do you want to do anything against this thing?
Yeah, we're gonna move up and I guess attack it with my short spear.
Excuse me.
I rolled a 12.
It just deflects off its body. And that's your turn. Okay, it goes. You're the last person to attack it, so it just goes after you.
Okay.
It hits.
What'd you get?
It just punches you for 9 damage. And that's
That
it.
knocks me out.
I feel sorry for you.
Okay.
Joe, do you have anything to say about your ally just being punched in the face?
Not anything to say. I'll just step up and start poking at it with things.
Which one went down?
Kendrick.
Rafe.
I
Yeah.
believe it'd be this one.
Yes.
Yeah, Ray.
17 and 20.
Both hit.
And that was not a critical. I just rolled a 20.
Mm-hmm.
For 1 and 3.
So 4 damage. You just scraped along his body as chunks of its body just collapses onto the ground. Mike, what do you wish to do?
I'm just looking at his thing here, and I think I'll just move up and attack. Same thing as before. I'll make an attack, and then it'll be a grapple. So, does a 16 hit?
It pushes your blow out of the way.
So that's a no? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Trying to be more descriptive about how the encounters go.
Gotcha.
Okay. Paul, this thing is just apparently just wailing on your allies with only just seems like chunks of its body just falling off. How do you respond?
I take my warhammer and I just try to crush its skull again.
Okay.
I got a 13 to hit.
It doesn't even bother as you just slam right next to it.
Okay.
Okay. Ken, you are currently, how do you feel?
I should probably still be unconscious for at least one more turn.
Yes, you're at what, -3?
Yeah.
But I'm mistaken, you have to make a check, otherwise you go to -4.
Oh, okay. What
What's
kind of
your-
check?
I'm trying to remember the rules for when you're dying like this.
It's DC 15 to stop the bleeding out.
Okay. Con save? I mean, fortitude save?
Yeah, fortitude.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Wait, your max hit points is only 6?
Yeah.
As a ranger? Yeah. And a
First
fighter?
level.
Yeah, a first level fighter gets you get max, you get 10 plus the con modifier.
Rangers only have a D8.
Yeah, but he has a fighter level.
Okay.
Ken, you
As a ranger fighter, you should have at least 10 plus your con, like you said.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
you
Did you roll for your starting hit points at first level?
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't roll. At first level, you get max hit points.
yeah.
Then that would be 8 plus my
10.
constitution, so that would have been 10.
No, it'd be 10 because the fighter gets a D10, so you use the D10 instead of the D8.
So right now you should be at 3 hit points out of the 12.
Right, so I'm not as bad off as I thought.
Okay.
I'm gonna back off.
If I'm not mistaken, that provokes?
If it just takes a 5-foot step, it doesn't.
Right, I'm still remembering this. 5e is just weird.
You can also do a full withdrawal. It's a double move action that does not provoke for the first 10 feet of movement.
But then he couldn't do anything.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so what do you wish to do now?
Just gonna take that step and be done.
Okay. Next is the Earth Elemental, and it doesn't like being stabbed, so it's going to attack Joe. And fail. Well, that's its turn.
Time to take him down to earth.
Jesus.
Really? I don't know if that was...
Like, hit him.
The first one just goes wide, and the second one he deflects off his arm. Mike.
This time I will make a melee touch attack rather than making a actual attack. Well, damn. Was a 12 hit his touch AC?
Touch.
10 plus dex.
Oh, hell no, he doesn't have that high AC.
Oh, well, that's good. Then in that case, I initiate a grapple.
I don't think he has a high enough bonus to fight that.
Good. I'll make him smell my armpits.
Okay, so he fails.
All right, then.
Oh, this thing is small size. Wow.
I will, once I succeed in grappling, I'll do some non-lethal damage, although it is a elemental, isn't it? So I guess it'll be lethal damage.
Okay. It's still standing, but definitely seems to have taken a blow from you grappling it.
Okay. Well, I'll pin it next round. And it's flat-footed if anyone cares, like for whatever else.
Okay.
My turn. I'm going to move into a flanking position to give myself the +2. And then I will, he loses his dexterity bonus, if any, to his armor class. I'm going to take my hammer, and since I keep missing his head, I'm just going to try to crush his chest wide open. And that's a 25 to hit him.
Yeah, he ain't dodging that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Warhammer's not bigger than a 20. So 8 damage as I just slam my Warhammer into his chest.
Okay, so as you do so, he collapses into a pile of rubble.
Nice.
Oh, I got it all over me.
That's your fault for doing that.
I look to Fife and I say, "Here, let me help you out there." And you're what? You're at 3 out of 12 hit points, correct?
Me?
No,
Oh.
Kendrick. You there?
Hmm?
You're at what? 9 out of 12 hit points.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, I'm gonna spam Cure Minor on him to heal him back to full. Like here, this will help you, and then you're back to full health.
Thank you.
Okay. Something else you find in the room, which I don't know exactly where it's found, but a red metal pedestal of a material totally unknown elsewhere in this world is worth 300 gold and weighs 200 pounds.
Holy shit! Okay, we're not moving that anytime soon.
There's also a wooden pole in the room, which doubles as a masterwork quarterstaff.
Yeah, there you go, Mike.
No, thanks.
Yeah, by the way, that armor, I'm not gonna be wearing that armor, so I'll just sell it. We can split the money for it.
Oh, I thought you were going to wear it.
No, because it's only gives me a +1 to AC, which is decent, but its check penalty is 5, and I don't want to. It's not worth it. The check penalty that high.
Okay. The final room in this area, right down here, it's a toilet.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, good. I've been holding it for a while.
You're gonna what?
I said, oh, good. I've been holding it for a while.
Ah.
So Mike found a lantern where the wolves were. Did we find another lantern down here anywhere?
No.
What was in this area here after the mold was burned away?
The toilet was broken, apparently.
I just don't know. This area is just confusing me with saying like north, south, east, west. It's just like, just tell
Those are
me
directions.
what?
Those are directions.
Yeah, but the dungeon itself has the map itself has a north, south, east, and west. That is completely contradictory to the to the directions
Yeah.
that are giving me in the book.
Okay.
It happens.
I guess at this point we should just Joe, did you check behind all the statues in this corridor? This hallway?
Yeah, I searched all the corridors. 20-foot
Right.
grid, so that included the statues.
I guess we'll just head back to the elevator and go up.
Oh, did you search the statues?
Yeah, when I do a search check, it's a 20-foot by 20-foot square, so it would have included the entire hallway and the statues to either side.
Oh, then the statues, you do find stuff where the statues are.
Okay. Yes, I did find stuff with the statues. I just didn't feel like mentioning it to the rest of you.
That's fine.
You find 3 statues in good enough condition that you could reasonably get a price for them, worth 200 each.
Nice.
You also
Heavy are they?
probably around. It does not tell me. I'm gonna assume it's like not light. I'm just gonna go with like 50 pounds each, probably.
Okay.
Doesn't give a weight form, you said?
It does not.
You're talking about statuettes?
Yeah, statuettes aren't going to weigh much.
Yeah.
They're like the size of a Barbie doll.
Actually, they probably would be around your size, I think.
Oh, probably closer to around 400 pounds, because were described as 7-foot tall statues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Will those fit in the elevator?
Yes.
Well, if the book says we can haul them off and sell them, I would assume so.
Yes.
So we got a 200-pound pedestal and 3 400-pound statues that we're hauling upstairs.
You also get 3 other items: 2 wands and a goggles of minute seeing.
Minute scene. Oh, cool.
It says minute seeing.
I know, it's pronounced
Minute.
minute.
The 2 wands are a wand of unseen servant, 16 charges, and a wand of shatter, 7 charges.
Well,
Any charges on the wand of unseen?
what's that?
How many charges on the wand of unseen?
Unseen servant has 16.
Is that on your spell list, Joe?
No, I'm Dustblade.
Okay. Right, but you still have some spell casting, don't you?
Ooh, me?
Yeah, I thought Dustblades cast like 0 through 5th level spells or something.
Yeah, but it has to be on my actual spell list. I don't have
Oh,
the wizard spell
okay.
list.
Okay, I gotcha. Any of you guys have UMD?
I don't.
Let me.
Okay.
The pedestal was worth 200 gold. How much were the statues?
Pestle was worth 300.
Kendrick, you're going to be taking double weapon. Did you want to take the Masterwork staff?
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's a good idea.
Coming up next on this old dungeon.
So one was, and this other wand was a wand of shatter.
Yes.
I'm gonna look and see if that's on the cleric spell list. I know it's on a I know it's on a domain. I just don't remember if it's on a. It is, so I can use that. How many charges?
7.
7 charges. Okay, I will take that one since I can use it without making a UMD check.
Okay. You take the elevator back up to the sarcophagus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 hallway sarcophagus room. I assume so, at least.
Yeah.
So, what do you wish to do next?
The lantern you found, You said it was
Indigo.
broken, or it's still intact, though, right?
Yes.
I suggest we take it down to the hallway, hang it up. Or all the okay now. The Green Lantern had a light source. The other four that were here when we first got here, did those have light sources in them too, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything had a lantern except for red and indigo, and we just got the indigo.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take out one of my sun rods, activate it, put it inside that jar, and we'll hang it up in the indigo hallway slot.
Okay. Does the what you put inside it?
A sun rod, which is a light source.
Do they count as torches?
Yeah, it's actually better than a torch.
Okay. So it lights up the
It's a lot
room
better.
in the indigo hue.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have made 6 of the lanterns. Just one more.
That's the red one. Okay.
Yep.
Now, anything happen? Like any noises made?
Nope.
Yo, you mind just checking out each hallway, see if there's like a hidden passage somewhere that we haven't found yet?
I'll take like 15 minutes to do a search of the outer perimeter of the whole room.
And then also what we'll do, the other three of us, what we should do is move the sarcophagus and point at each hallway he checks out. That might be important to do too.
Okay.
We move the arrow to the green. I check the green passage. Then we move it to the blue, and I check the blue passage.
Move it to the indigo, and that's when he will hang up the lantern.
Okay, you find nothing.
And nothing happens when we turn the pedestal.
Oh,
or
you turn
the
it?
sarcophagus.
You
We turn it to green, then I check green, then we turn it to blue, and I check blue.
Oh, I didn't know you were turning it.
Yeah.
Green, yes, you actually do notice something. It seems like an elevator is trying to trigger, but is failing.
I will head over there with my pry bar, see if I can pop it loose.
As you're heading over, it actually breaks and collapses.
Was
Holy
the
shit.
pit down there, or it just sealed?
A hole now appears where the elevator once was, and after about a good, 20 seconds, it crashes on the ground.
Huh.
This was in which hallway? Green?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Found a hole!
Yeah, I'm gonna move over there.
Hope we don't have to haul up anything like 400 pounds up from there.
Yeah. How far down does it go, Sammy?
60 feet.
Oh, it goes down 60 feet. Damn. Okay. I'm going to get out my grappling hook.
Something is happening as you see something coming up the tunnel.
Oh, fuck.
And I see what it is. Got dark vision.
It looks like a swarm of beetles.
Oh, fuck. We're dead. We don't have a single AoE attack. 8 classes. That's unbelievable.
I cannot help you with that.
I know. It's just.
You have equivalent of 1 round before it gets to you. Do you want to do anything to prepare it for it?
Spellcraft check to see if my one color spray would actually do anything against them.
A what?
Color spray.
Color spray? The spell?
Yeah, I mean, it is an AoE. That's the only thing you're...
I do not know the effects of the spell, so I cannot guarantee it will work.
That's why I meant by I'm doing a spellcraft check, because I'm trying to look it up.
Ah.
Swarms or...
Pretty sure it's a will save.
To identify swarms, is that a knowledge engineering check?
It depends on what the swarm is.
Vermin.
Nature, I think, or engineering, maybe. I don't know.
I'd go with nature.
Mr. Ranger, do you have any ranks in knowledge nature?
I have 2 ranks in knowledge nature.
Yeah, would you mind rolling that, please?
Okay, what are you getting from this? Really need to read up on 3.5.
We're
Oh, are we rolling initiative?
I got an 8 on the knowledge nature check.
Well, the beetle... Yeah, as you're all thinking about this, the beetle is making its way towards you, so roll initiative.
Oh, wait.
17.
Mother of God, I hate this. 17 for Mike. Okay, so the beetles are effectively at the lid, right below you. So how do you respond?
To the edge and poke down at the first one.
You're just gonna start poking the swarm?
Basically.
That's a ledge, and they're coming up from below?
It's a 5-foot diameter tube, effectively, they're coming out of.
Okay.
You said a 5-foot diameter tube?
Yes.
Giggity.
What's that, let's say what the tube is made out of?
Stone.
An absence of things?
To hit.
You do not. Wait, yeah, you do not. Okay. Anything else?
In the round we have to prepare, I'll move away from the hole.
It's currently initiative, and it's currently
Okay.
Mike's turn.
So is that a bug right there that I could get up to?
Yes.
It's large size?
It takes up a large space.
Okay. Well, then I'll make a 5-foot step, and I'll use my flailing strike. I'm going to roll to see how many attacks I get with that this round.
I'll point out there's like a couple hundred of these things. I just use a big beetle for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that gives me 2 attacks, so I'll make 2 attacks. This is a swarm?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Don't let the image fool you. So you strike at the swarm.
And that's a -2 because I used the flailing strike.
You strike the swarm, you punch, and you don't seem to be doing anything.
Well, that's no good. That's
Wait.
all I can do this round.
Oh, he didn't do anything with the 23 to attack?
Oh, he hit the swarm. It's just like he killed one beetle of several hundred.
Okay.
This thing's turn that crawls out of the tube. I don't even know what the fucker this fucker is. It is an apparition. It's medium size as well.
Oh, I'll do it now. It's engineering on that. With a 11. No, it doesn't.
You actually need religion for undead creatures.
I thought you said it was an aberration.
It is.
I thought you said apparition. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Aberrations.
a little hard to speak at times.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay. What'd you get on the check?
11.
I do not believe that gets you any knowledge of the creature.
No, it's. I'm sure it has more than one hit die.
Yeah, unfortunately you got nothing. You just see a six-legged thing with a little body at the middle.
Okay.
It moves there and does this. Does 12 hit?
No, does not hit me.
I guess Mike does not get hit either.
Nope.
Yeah. It does a spin attack and fails to do anything.
No, okay.
Ken, you want to do anything?
I'm gonna back up. 5-foot step.
It's actually Joe's turn.
No, sorry. I got wrong people. Joe's turn.
I got a 12 for knowledge engineering, which probably doesn't tell me enough.
No.
I will try to get back and around it with my... Actually, just buy it with a tumble check. Ooh.
Okay.
I can only get that far since it cost me double movement to tumble. And I have a... $15 to get by it.
I think that's enough.
Since I can't get that far, I will just tumble around to the far end of it and stab it once.
Oh, it does not like that.
Oh. $15 with a flanking bonus.
Hits.
If it can take backstab, I do roll a 2.
Can take backstab?
Sneak attack.
If I can do backstab to it, I do a total of 2 damage. Otherwise, it's just 1.
Backstab is sneak attack, Sammy.
Alright. I don't understand why it wouldn't be able to take sneak attack.
It's not.
Well, aberrations are like weird. They're all different, so
I'm gonna go with sneak attack works for now.
Okay.
Because I see nothing in the sheet that says otherwise. Or is it just an innate thing they have?
No, it's rare for very rare for aberrations to be immune.
unless it's noted that it's immune to sneak attack, just assume it can take a sneak attack.
Alright then. Paul, your turn.
Okay, the tube that the swarm's crawling out of.
It's
what I'm
like
gonna do-
inches from the top.
Okay, I'm going to use that wand of shatter. I'm going to target the tube, and what I'm going to try to do is break it, is so that the hole in the tube just collapses and they can't get out of it.
That's one way to kill him.
Or I could
Mike,
just open up the whole thing and make it bigger and wider and let even more through.
and Mike, for using a wand, how do I determine the save DC?
Minimum caster level.
Yeah, minimum caster level is 3, so it's 10 plus.
Same thing with the ability modifier. So you just assume the minimum ability modifier.
Oh fuck! So
Let's
that's
use
only-
your ability modifier.
Like if
It's
it's a 4th level spell, minimum ability is 14. You know.
Joe, you said it goes off by cast.
Yeah, you're the
modifier?
one using the wand, so you use your ability modifier. It's a second level spell. That's 12 plus whatever your modifier is for the save.
Okay, so it's gonna be 15 then instead of 13. That's good. To get a one negate. Okay, alternatively you can target a single object. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna target the end of the tube. So yeah, it needs the tube itself needs a DC 15 will save.
I don't think it has a will.
Yeah, you can't use will save power on an inanimate object.
Gives you an option for a fortitude save for half damage.
Yeah, it says will negates object, or fortitude half. See text.
I'll give it a D. I'll roll a D20 for the object.
Okay,
I got a 14.
cool. It failed.
It wants to collapse.
Yes, it says, "Oh yes, please kill me."
So yeah, it basically collapsed it so the tube has no exit point. Which will hopefully stop the swarm from getting to us.
I'm assuming the swarm also takes some damage from this, doesn't it?
No, because the swarm is not an object; it only affects objects. They're
Oh,
basically they just basically can't get out from the tube there.
Oh.
I sealed off that exit.
So it just, what's the damage?
2d6.
Is it 2d6?
1d6 per spell level.
Per caster level. So
1d6 of Sonic's damage per caster level.
Okay.
If it's a second level spell, I think it's stuck as a third caster level, so it's 3d6.
Yeah. So 9 damage.
I have no idea if that collapses the tunnel or not. I don't have things like HP for stone.
Oh no, I understand. That's fine. Do me a solid and say that came up with such a good idea and in a situation like this, just be nice and
Kill it.
give me the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the swarm dies as the tunnel collapses on it.
Okay. I would have taken a 5-foot step to do that, and that is my turn.
Okay. The swarm is dead, so no more for the you. Okay. Ken, what do you wish to do?
Oh, the swarm is dead. Oh, is there still one bug up here?
Tiny
Yeah,
little
the-
bugs.
Yeah.
We'll attack it.
Well, you step forward, kill the bug, and now you killed the last of the swarm. Not sure if that's genocide or not. Yeah, there's probably more elsewhere.
We're not.
Vermicide.
Irmicide. What's wrong with Irma?
So, Ken, what do you wish to do?
That last bug.
Oh,
No, you just took a step and did it. I mean, there's still a spider in front of you.
Yeah. This is not a bug. This is a giant thingamajig who wants to stab you with its legs.
Damn thingamajigs.
Yeah, pretty much.
You gonna attack it? Oh.
I rolled a 5.
It laughs. Wait, no, it can't speak. It still laughs at you. You can see it shaking in response as it laughing. Mike, how do you respond to this?
It's laughing. I don't know. I guess I'll laugh along with it while I punch it in the face, or whatever passes for a face.
It has a face, the tiny little thing in the center. It's just like you don't know if that's a face, its stomach, its face, or you don't know what it is.
Do some kung fu moves and probably don't hit. I'm guessing.
No, unfortunately.
All right, that's it for me.
Its turn.
Oh well, 10 with a flanking bonus, but
No.
sure.
Okay. So, does a 20 hit everybody next to it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone takes 6 damage. I'm pretty sure that's how whirlwind attack works.
Whirlwind attack? No, you have to make a separate attack against each creature.
Okay, I'll just start at the top, go to Mike, Ken, then Joe. Okay, yeah, they all hit with the 20, 23, and 24.
Damn.
So, Mike takes 6, Ken takes 6, Joe takes 5. And that's its turn.
Okay.
Joe, your move.
Yep.
The first one hits.
Total of 4.
Okay, you definitely stab this thing and starts to bleed a bit. Paul.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step, and I'm just gonna try to put my warhammer through its midsection. Maybe, break it or something. With a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yeah.
Was that you,
Or
Mike?
Yeah.
It was.
Holy shit.
8 damage as I try to just break its back.
You
Break
crush
through its midsection.
Yeah, you crush one of the legs. It's now screaming at you with that leg.
Nice. That's it for me.
Ken,
Again.
it's still laughing at you.
Laugh at a 22.
It's not laughing anymore.
Of course, every time we hit it, we're hitting it between the legs one way or the other.
Really?
Yeah.
1d6 plus 4. Damage.
Okay. Still hanging on by a thread. Mike,
What?
your move.
All right. I'm going to do another flailing strike.
If you grapple it, I'm pretty sure it can't do the whirlwind.
Does that mean you do 0 attacks?
Yes.
Okay, do you have anything else you wish to do?
That's full round action. He's just going to spend a full round action doing cool looking kung fu moves without actually making an attack.
Okay.
It makes a whirlwind attack again. I'm assuming it can do this each round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Against everyone in the party. Mike, then Paul, then Ken, then Joe. 25 Mike, 15 to Paul,
Dang,
If
that
he's
missed
still going
exactly.
next round, I'll just make a straight up touch attack.
15 hits.
Misses me.
Alright then. Ken does a 15 hit.
It's me.
What?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. And I'm assuming 22 hits.
Yep.
Joe. Okay. So 6 to Mike. No, 3 to Mike. 4 to Ken. And 4 to Joe. And then it's Joe's turn.
Misses?
No, it misses. Unfortunately, it just sidesteps your blows. Paul.
I curse at it in Dwarven, and I take my warhammer and just try to crack it in half
Okay.
through its midsection again.
It curses in non-existent languages at you.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move first so I can get myself a flanking bonus, which will be that's +6, so 15 to hit it.
15 hits.
Oh, nice.
Although I think you have to make a tumble check to get there.
No, no, not a tumble. I mean, I can, but well,
Otherwise, you
Yeah,
provoke, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
Do you wish for
Yeah, I mean, I can. I mean, I'm still even if it hits me, I'm still gonna move. I'll just hope I roll a 12 or higher.
Okay, I'm assuming it attacks then.
Let's see if I can negate it. I did not, so yeah, it gets an attack from that.
Okay, it gets only 1 attack.
So it misses anyways. Cool.
Yeah, it missed.
So I go over there, I hit it, and I do 7 more damage as I just put my warhammer through its midsection.
7 damage? Alright then, you kill the fucker.
Nice. And I think all 3 of you guys took damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
just hang out here for a moment, and I will heal. I'll use my cure spell, heal everybody back to full.
Well, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
You get 225 XP for killing those things.
Okay, what about
What did I
the
get? How much XP?
225? I don't think you gave us anything for the Earth Elemental.
I didn't?
No.
I got 3 things written down for experience, and we fought 4 things.
Let me see.
Yeah, so the Earth Elementals were missing.
Oh, right. Give me one moment. It's CR is that, which means... just give me one moment. I'll just
Okay.
put that in. 75 for the Earth Elemental.
So we should be at 675 now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to end it early today just because I've been noticing a few things in my things that I need to pick up, remember, and prep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't
Okay.
want to push on until 2nd level?
What?
You sure you don't want to push on to 2nd level? So we can level up?
I don't think Paul's got any healing spells left, and we're all like,
No, I've been using Cure Minor, which I can use at will.
okay.
That's the reason why I've been healing people.
Sure, why not? Let's just continue playing for a bit longer.
Cool, thank you.
So, do we want to dig out this shaft and go down it, or take a different shaft?
Giggity?
I say we can just go down here. I'm fine with that. I don't see a reason not to.
That is...
You guys okay with that?
Yeah, let's go.
You said it's just a 60-foot drop down, Sammy.
60-foot shaft.
Okay, I still have my 99 feet of rope, and then I have a grappling hook also.
I remember a certain ninja who got a 60-foot shaft in this dungeon.
I don't remember killing him with that. I really don't. That must have been, I don't know how long ago that was.
While they're tying off the rope, I check the body.
It's twitches.
I stab it till it stops twitching, then I check to see if it's got a ring on it or anything.
No.
But yeah, Sammy, since we have the time we need, I'm going to take 20 assembling the rope and grappling hook, finding a good spot for it to attach the grappling hook to. I will put knots in it every so many feet. That way we get the bonus for our climb checks.
Okay. I have the DC for you.
I forget what having the knotted rope does for us.
I think it's like a 5 less on the DC for climbing.
Okay. I meant to ask you, do you guys think I should stay with fighter cleric, or do you guys think I should go wizard instead of fighter?
What?
That right now my build is fighter cleric. I was wondering if you guys think the group would be better off if I just dropped the fighter class and went with wizard.
That stats high enough to make it worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'd go with a sun elf to give myself the intelligence bonus.
Warlock's a good option too, because that lets you just master magic items.
Yeah, but I'm just... Because all we do is martial damage. I mean, there will be rare situations, if I turn on dead and maybe some cleric spells, but it's just...
Or if you go to multi-class like that, do it something where you have everything on the same ability score, like Archivist Wizard or something like that.
I want cleric. I was thinking maybe just to help the group, I would drop fighter and go with wizard. We'll see how things go during this session.
Okay.
Yeah, get the grappling hook, get the rope, and make our climb checks. You said we get a +5 for having the knotted rope.
I think that's what it is. It's a DC 15 to climb a rope normally, and 10 to climb a knotted rope, and a 5 to climb a ladder.
Now you know it's going to turn out that after you not tie in all the knots, the rope's going to end up being 1 foot too short.
Oh, don't worry. I think you can make the last foot.
I hope so. It's 60 feet down. Okay, yeah, we'll just climb down then.
I guess it depends on how fancy of a knot you're putting in.
Oh,
I'd have to get the bonus.
It's the fanciest knot ever. It does triple loops and everything.
It's braided.
Yep. Mike made his climb check.
Just.
I'm not sure what the DC is, but I'm going to roll up my checker.
I believe it's 10.
Okay. I got... No, you said that we get a +5, so then I got a...
And we're not being hurried, so I think we don't even have to roll. We can just take 10.
Well, I got a 23.
I'll take 10.
Okay. You all shimmy down one by one by one, all the way until you reach the bottom.
Okay.
Let's see. This area is this one. Dozens of bas-relief figures, similar to the ones on the sarcophagus lid in the room above, stare disappointingly from the walls here. They do?
Disappointing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Disapprovingly.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Many sport crossed arms and stem expressions. A few of the statues' heads are missing, and some have huge chunks torn out of them. Others have a weird melted appearance, as if they've been sprayed by something terrible. A large glyph that looks like a stylized arrow points down a short corridor to the north that leads to a four-way intersection.
I'll move forward, checking for traps or anything else hidden as I go.
You guys want a light source, or you good with just what's here?
I have low light vision.
Oh, so you can't see shit then.
You
It's
took
pretty-
his lantern away.
Joe, you want a sunrod to walk around with?
I'm good. Give him the sunrod.
All right, Mike, you want a sunrod to hold on to?
Sure. Am I the only one who doesn't have dark vision?
Yeah. Actually, no, the human doesn't either. So yeah,
Oh.
actually, yeah. Kendra's kind of screwed too.
Well, do one of you guys have a light spell you could cast on one of my stones for me?
No, I didn't prepare that. I wish I would have thought of that, but I figured dark vision and sunrod, that was good. I'll have to start preparing that from now on, though. Actually, Kendrick, I'll give you the sunrod. I just crack it, and it'll last for 6 hours. And then what you can do when we get into combat, you can just drop it on the ground and fight, and then just pick it back up when we're done.
I mean, it's bright enough that you don't even really need to carry it. You could wedge it in, your belt or something.
Or that too, yeah.
And move on to the right while they're discussing their rods.
Okay. You meet a colony of acid beetles
Uh-oh.
who start to charge immediately upon noticing you.
Well, let's hide so they stop charging us, because I didn't agree to pay anything.
Okay, not that kind. They start to attack you.
I suppose I should roll initiative, huh?
Yep, please.
17.
This is a swarm of what you said?
Acid beetle swarm.
Is that nature to identify it?
It's a vermin. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Mike, you said 17, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ken, you're first.
And Sammy, could you please save my token to my character sheet for me?
Yeah. Ken, what do you wish to do?
Shit. Stay where I am right now,
Okay.
because they're kind of far off there still.
The north. That would be, yeah. The north and south walls of this large chamber taper in somewhat, and in the nook of the far eastern wall rests a wide stone basin backed by 5-foot-tall shelf. A hardened orange paste spills out over the 2-foot basin lid and covers much of the shelf. Thousands of tiny beetles with bright blue carapaces skitter and tunnel through the chalky substance. The neon insect's chorus fills the room. A huge organic mass completely covers the room's southwestern corner. Judging by the beetles spilling from within, it appears to be an enormous nest.
Great.
So are these big beetles or swarms?
There's a swarm right here. That one's just a big beetle. So, Mike,
What?
your turn.
Okay. Do we have any reason to go into this room?
That's up to you to decide.
I don't see a reason to go into this room, especially with the beetles.
I mean, we should. It's just, yeah, that swarm there. It's
Should why? What?
It's an area to explore. There's no
Okay.
reason to leave anything unchecked.
What was the
However,
mission in here again?
what's that?
What was the mission in here again?
Just to investigate, check it out.
Treasure.
Yeah.
There may be loot in there.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm gonna hang back.
Wasn't there something about someone went missing in here too?
Years ago, someone was killed in this place.
Okay.
A child, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I thought we were sent here to search.
Go that
for
way,
some-
Sammy.
Okay, you're just gonna start moving that way.
What do I see down the hall?
Staircase leading downward into, if I'm not mistaken, water.
Interesting. In that case, I'll make it a double move action.
Okay. It's this turn.
What turn?
Trying to move this thing, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It moves there. It moves there. And that's its move. Paul?
Okay. Move 30 feet, get out my war axe, then come over here. And I'm just gonna try to cleave it right in half. With a 14 to hit it.
What is your dice made of? It sounds like it's made out of lead.
I'm not sure.
Might be metal. Either way, it deflects off its hard shell.
Okay. Although it might be because I'm rolling on my desk. That might. I don't think that helps either.
Swarm.
It double moves to get to there. And that's its turn.
Okay.
Joe.
Where'd the dice thing go? There it is. Tumble to move back. And AC Ray Warm 11 to hit.
Does normal AC?
I think it's a touch AC for a ranged array.
Okay, yeah, that would hit the touch AC.
And then half a D6, I guess. So 2 points of cold damage.
Okay. Anything else? Ken, what do you wish to do? Cower? Or blow it the fuck up?
If only I could.
Just cast smite, you'll always win that way.
Have smite.
Well, then you're playing the game wrong. I'm sorry. Everyone needs smite, otherwise they're playing the game wrong.
I'm just gonna back up.
It's a giant beetle. You could smash it.
Yeah, but can I move that far? What's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? If I can even hit it. Teen?
13 does not hit. Unfortunately.
Ow.
Mike, do you want to help in any way, or just not care about this thing?
I'll move up to there and I'll throw a rock at it.
Well, this thing now hates you.
Why?
It doesn't like rocks.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
Unless...
Probably won't hit, though.
No, it just bounces off the wall. Well, it starts to act now, and it actually, sprays a cone of acid that hits all three of you.
Ouch.
Reflex
Oh,
save.
such a fool.
Fortitude save.
Oh, 42. Okay.
Does that pass?
Yes. You take
Good.
0 damage as you just backpedal out of the range.
Is this
No, wait.
a spell or a poison of some kind?
Special ability, I think it is.
19 for me.
Okay, so you all just shake off the acid and just don't care about it. Just being bosses.
Okay. Works for me.
Paul, it says if you pass, if you fail, you take acid damage.
Okay.
Okay, so Paul,
I'm going to take my war axe and try to cut it in half again. That time I get a 9 to hit.
9 does not hit. It just shakes off your blow.
That's it for me.
The swarm moves. It moves there. I believe it swarms if they stand on top of you. They automatically deal damage.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to fill the entire hallway.
Alright.
It starts biting and spitting at you as it crawls over your bodies. It deals 4 damage and then 3 acid damage.
To everyone?
Yes. DC 11 Fortitude save for half acid.
I got an 11.
So you take 1 acid damage.
Take 5 damage total. Okay.
Yeah. That's good enough. Take only 1. Oh, Ken. The acid just burns through your skin. Joe, you got any help for this?
Or attacking it?
Anything. For doing anything in this situation.
I'm going to hit it with another Ray of Frost, because magic's the only way I got to damage it. 22 range touch.
Against the swarm or the beetle?
The swarm, they can hit the beetle.
Okay. That hits.
1 point of cold damage.
They don't like that.
Good.
Okay. Ken, your turn.
Stab at it again. At the beetle.
Can you make a DC 11 Fortitude save?
11.
Okay. You are not sickened by these things crawling over you.
See to hit the big beetle.
Yes, that hits.
points.
You just do a staggering blow into its body, and it limps now. It limps in pain.
Excellent.
Mike?
Okay.
Can you make a fortitude save?
Okay. What?
You would have gotten nauseated if you failed. Okay, so what do you wish to do now?
Move like that. And then attack.
Okay. That hits.
Awesome. So 7 damage, bludgeoning, and then I'll initiate a grapple.
Okay, you grapple a corpse.
I'll let go.
Yeah, you punch it in its face, and you grab its face as you're punching it, and only find it's dead.
All right, that works.
That's one way to solve a vermin problem.
Uh-huh.
Just punch it until it dies. Alright then. Paul, your turn. Make a fortitude save.
Take a bite. Okay. $11?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a 5-foot step there, take my axe, I'm gonna chop into this cesspool of nasty critters. $16 to hit the swarm.
Does not hit.
Damn.
Swarm
Okay.
turn. They don't like you moving away from them, so they turn around and chase you,
God damn it.
and they end their turn.
Oh, nice.
Dealing 6 damage, plus 2 acid.
I passed the fortitude save, so I'm down to 0 hit points.
Ken.
Uh, 2 on the fortitude save.
Okay, so you take 7 damage.
-2.
Damn,
Yeah,
this
the
beetle's...
swarm is-
Yeah, this beetle's...
It's because it's a swarm. There's nothing we can really do. It just moves and hits and does damage.
Yeah, swarms are terrifying at low levels. Joe?
Move to there and hit him with the Ray of Frost again. And for a touch attack,
Hits.
to
Wait, their
frost
touch
damage.
AC is ridiculous! No, that does not hit!
Okay.
Holy shit, they have a high touch AC. Ken?
What kind of save do I have to make since I'm in the negatives?
DC fortitude save. DC 15.
Gee,
You're a -3.
Mike.
So the big one's dead, and all we're dealing with is a swarm now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got nothing I can do with a swarm, but I've got a 20 strength score, so I'm just going to pick him up since he's unconscious, and then run away from the swarm.
Okay. I'll move him to follow you.
So I'm starting there. I'm gonna make a double move. So, what do you think? Should I go straight down this way or a different way? Oh, I guess you can't see my arrow, huh?
Like to the east, the north, the south?
I went over here to the left. Because we were going to go down that way anyway. I'm just hoping there's no monsters in there that I'm running right into.
Do you want me to tell you?
Well, I want my eyes to tell me.
8 man-sized stone slabs about 4 feet off the ground are arranged in 2 rows in this large room. A long-dead corpse, possibly a human, lays sprawled out upon one of these slabs, his red leather armor the only hint of color in the otherwise drab room.
Alright, I'll lay out the unconscious guy on a different slab on the far side of the room away from the dead guy. But where my token is right now is double move for me, so I'll just lay him out on the slab next to me.
The large clay statue of a powerful built warrior wielding a cylinder-headed great club stands tall upon the stage, its eyes surveying the room.
Okay. I'm done.
My turn. I'm pretty sure swarms can't make attacks of opportunity. Is that correct?
Not that I'm aware of. Also, Mike, there's a beetle in here.
Is there now?
Yeah, it just starts to stumble out of a giant beetle, stag beetle stumbles about between the sleeping slabs.
Okay. Do I know how many hit points they have? Or at least hit dice?
They have 2 hit dice.
Okay. And vermin are what, a D8, I think? So 2 hit dice with average hit points means it has probably less than 10 hit points.
This one seems unnaturally better than the normal.
How so?
It seems hardier, tougher.
Direr?
It's not a dire version.
A dire virgin?
No, not that. Not that. Alright then. So what do you wish to do? This thing's just trying to nap there. It seems to be wandering about, doing its own thing.
This turn's already done.
Oh, right. Paul, what do you wish to do?
You said swarms can make attacks of opportunity?
I don't think they can.
Nope.
Okay.
Pretty sure they
good.
can.
Oh,
They don't
thank
have
God.
an attack. They just like swarm into your area and you take damage.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm just going to move the fuck out of there.
Okay.
I'm going to move the hell out of there.
Bye-bye, beetles.
And then I'm going to cast a, I'm going to cast Lesser Vigor on myself. Which will give me 1 hit point for now, so I'm back to 1 hit point. And hopefully that's well. And I just hope to God they don't follow me. That's it.
The beetles do not like it when their prey runs away. 5, 10, 15, 20. They run all the way over there. And that's their turn.
Every time you say stuff about the Beatles, I'm thinking about the band The Beatles. Imagining John and George getting all pissed off because their prey got away.
So, Joe, it's right next to you. What do you wish to do?
I would like to go and head towards the water since I don't think beetles will go in the water. Unfortunately, my character has a -4 to his survival in knowledge nature, so he doesn't know that. Instead, he's just going to back up towards the rope and take another ray of frost at him.
They say come back here, food. We want to eat you.
25 rage touch.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
I do
Roll
double
the
damage.
Roll to confirm, Joe.
14.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll 1d6 and take it as what it rolls instead of a half. So 2 cold damage.
Ken, your move.
Making my fortitude save. 12.
Excuse me.
At -4.
Oh. Beetle just starts to stumble around the room, not giving a shit. Mike, I need you to actually roll me a, where is it?
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Fuck, it told me. 15, yeah, make me a will save.
Uh-oh. I'm not good at will saves. Why, what's up?
You become tired, fatigued.
So what else is new?
I don't know. Anything else?
No, that beetle's off doing his own thing, and this guy's now on the bed, and this is a swarm over here, or is that an individual beetle over there?
Swarm.
The swarm.
Swarms, I will add, are immune to weapon damage.
Well,
This thing has a plus freaking 8 to what range attack is it has none. How the fuck is that possible?
he is pretty smart, so I'm gonna pick up the unconscious guy and move over this way. Toward the water.
Paul, what do you wish to do?
Tell everybody else, hey, these guys are insects, so the insects probably don't like water, so let's go down there.
The swarm has been killed. You have killed a lot of the swarm so far.
Alright, I'm back.
Paul, it's your move. And the swarm has been heavily damaged.
Okay, my turn. I get a hit point back. Are you still unconscious, Kendrick?
Yeah, I am.
I'm gonna move to him. And give you 3 points of healing, which will at the very least. Actually, no. I'm just gonna go over there and cast your minor on you just to stabilize you at what you are, so you don't bleed out anymore.
Yay.
Let's be at what, 0?
What's that?
What's that put me at, 0?
It gives you +1 hit point, and then if you're still in the negative, you don't have to make any more fortitude saves. The bleeding stop.
Okay.
The swarm's turn. And, what's their intelligence modifier?
The swarm?
Probably 1 or 2.
I don't even give him a modifier. I didn't even get. Let me phrase that. Then what's their intelligence? I didn't give him one. So they're just gonna go for the closest enemy, which happens to be.
They're not even taking it as an enemy. I think they're just looking for food, right?
Yeah.
So,
Joe, they're going after you.
Okay.
I would ask you to roll a fortitude save, but you can't roll lower than 1, so you take 5 damage. It's also your move.
15 for a fortitude save.
Yep.
Move action to get that far. And second move action to get that far.
Okay, you're running the fuck away.
Yeah, this one swarm is really kicking our ass.
I'll
Well, we need an area attack of some kind.
Yeah.
Ken, you are now finally not dying.
I'm not dying, but I'm still unconscious. I'm still -3. So
Yes.
I lay here.
I'm just gonna remove that guy. So, Mike, your turn.
So what's the deal going forward here? What is all this?
That is water.
Are we going swimming then?
I'm.
Asking the group.
Yeah. We're probably gonna have to.
All right. I think we swim at what, half move speed with a swim check, I believe. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave the unconscious guy there on the ground, but I'll swim out and see what I see.
I will point out from this point right here, the entire area is submerged underwater.
Okay. We hold our breath for 1 round per Constitution score, or is it double Constitution? I think it's double.
Double your Constitution score.
Okay, since you guys are going to just run away from the beetle, I'm just going to assume it's over, and we'll end the session here.
Good.
All right.
Okay. And once we get away from it, I will heal us all back to full.
All right then. I'll definitely have to do a lot of reading up for next week and prepping.
So everybody's
we
back to
have
full.
325 experience.
I'll count this victory over the beetle and give you. You know what? I'll just. How much do you need?
325 to hit level 2.
Go ahead and have that much.
All right, thanks.
Alright, and then yeah, everybody's at full health.
So are we starting next week in the dungeon at second level, or?
I'm going to go with through magic, bullshit, and a lot of luck, you killed the beetles, and you secured yourself a little home right over here.
Okay.
Okay. We'll rest for the night.
Yeah.
Sammy, if
Right.
I did decide to drop the fighter and go with wizard, would you be okay with that?
It's up to you to decide.
Okay.
I ain't telling you how to build your character.
I just want to make sure you're okay with it if I do change.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Alright then. I'll definitely have to think about probably adding maybe a couple of action cards for the players.
Okay.
And definitely just going over the everything. Well, I thank you all guys for coming, and I will see you all next week.
So is 4 o'clock the time we're going to start? Are we changing that at all?
Oh,
Yeah, I thought the game was going to be earlier because I'm going to have to be going out like that pretty much every week to pick up my kids at 5.
Are you guys okay if we start at 2 o'clock Eastern time?
Yeah, I would prefer to.
I can set it back a few hours.
Kendrick, I don't know if you're in the Eastern time zone. Does that work for you?
I am. Yeah, that's fine.
Joe, you good with that?
Yeah, I can do 2.
Okay, we'll go play. We'll start at 2 o'clock then.
Alright then.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.